This is the Breaking Dawn review of Book 3, which is in Bella's perspective, which I was very pleased with because I wanted to know what went through Bella's mind during the time that it was in Jacob's perspective. So I was really happy that Stephanie Meyer put that little bit in when she was giving when Bella was giving birth to Renesmee. I was happy to know it went through her mind, how she found her baby more beautiful than Edward, which was overwhelming because to Bella, Edward is the most beautiful thing out there besides Rosalie. And also, it was good to know that she would keep her heart beating, and then when Edward stuck the plunger of venom into her heart, I did not expect that, nor did I expect him to bite her in various places to spread the venom faster. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't know that you can spread it any faster than it possibly could. So I learned something new. And I felt really bad for Jacob at first when he walked out, but I knew she was gonna live, so I didn't worry. But I did worry when the venom was spreading, because at that time I didn't know, if that makes any sense. And then when she felt the burning, I thought that was really cool too, to know how she was feeling and to know how it felt. And then when she opened her eyes, everything was so sharp and clear, and then she realized she was finally a vampire, like Edward. And now she was strong and beautiful, but had crimson eyes. And then when they did the first hunt, I didn't realize that Edward would be so irresponsible and bring her to a place where 2 other humans are hunting. And then I thought she was definitely going to kill them. Like, I was right on the edge. She's going to kill those humans. But then she apparently thought that it might be someone she knows, so she held her breath and ran away. I found that kind of like, she's kind of perfect and tame. I was expecting that she was going to be a little more bloodthirsty, but I'm glad that she was able to control herself not to hurt those people. So I was pretty happy about that. And when she got back from her hunt, she was talking to Jacob, which I didn't know Jacob was gonna stay after that, but after the last part of his little rant, I kind of figured that he would stay. So when Bella was there and he was acting all weird and protective, and then he did his little test, the test I found was really funny. And then she smelled him. Apparently he does smell really bad to vampires. So I thought that was also kind of like knowing what went through a vampire's mind and how their senses are. But then when she found out that Jacob was imprinting on Renesmee, and she hasn't even seen her child yet, I kind of found like she lost it. She seriously lost it when she knew that her best friend, Jacob Black, imprinted on Renesmee. I didn't know that she could do that to her best friend, but apparently she could, and then just hit him in the throat. So yeah. And also on her first night, I did not realize that Edward and Bella were so sexual now. I seriously didn't know that, because usually in the first 3 books, they usually keep it to level of PG, just like this, you know, holding hands, blah blah blah. But no, in Breaking Dawn, they do it like 4 times, 3 when she's human and then like the 4th when she's a vampire. And I'm like, wow, they're really sexual. Is like Bella a slut? But no, I kind of figured that it's because she really loves him and wants all of him. And yeah, that was probably what I was thinking in my mind. And Irina, that little whore bitch, if I were her, I would have gone to them and asked, but I guess in her eyes, she was scared for that it was Renesmee was an immortal child. So I guess that I could see in her eyes that she's really scared, and she'd want to destroy them, even though the Cullens are practically family to them. So I kind of felt it was a key link to the Vulture for the Vulture to get there, so that there'll be some fight. And so when all the vampires came in to witness, like the ones from Egypt and Ireland and the Amazon, I thought that was really cool. And the vampire index on the back really helped me to know the names and which coven they each belong to. And I have to say my favorite two out of those witnesses is Zephrina from the Amazon coven and Benjamin from the Egyptian coven. I like Zephrina because it'd be so cool just to make illusions, and it'd be really cool in a fight, and I find it very useful, and then you could just take them out easily. And then Benjamin is my hero. He can use the elements. When I was like 4, I wanted that power, but I grew up. So yeah, Benjamin is my hero. I seriously loved his power. But when it came to the Volturi going there, all they really did was talk. I kind of wished that they had a battle, and I'm kind of happy they didn't, because I didn't want anyone to die except for Irina, and I'm glad she did die because it was her own fault for bringing the Volturi among the Cullens when Renesmee wasn't even an immortal child. So yeah, that's my only disappointment in the book, I guess, that there was no battle. And in the second book, that it wasn't in Bella's perspective at that time. And then the first book, when she got pregnant, but I soon got over that. All in all, this book was too amazing for words. One of my favorite out of the series. And this concludes my Breaking Dawn review. And peace.
You're a whole